Started out on live, man, that was the play. Streaming every night, building up the sway. But as the sight faded, I had to find my way. Now I'm hopping platforms, surfing through the fray. Got my crew behind me, yeah, we call them givers. Chillin' IRL, catching all the rivers. Farkle in the chat, bringing loss to the grind. Talking crypto games while we sippin' Jack Fine. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time.
I took my time starting the song, that's for certain. Shit!
In the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. New Zealand vibes, surfing waves day to night. Always looking for the next thrill, that's where I ignite. Community so solid, always shining bright. Globe and rolling deep and cruising for the height. From the struggle to the stream, it's all just a game. But with the giver found, we're making our name. Jack and crypto profits, life just gets sweeter. Every view and every stream, making life a keeper. Give us a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. So here's to the journey, no regrets in sight. Each laugh and each tear, it's a beautiful fight. Keep the wave rolling, let the good vibes flow. We're the givers, together in the show. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. Script is how we play a game. From start to next time, chasing fame. But you're behind me, changing scenes. So through the internet, living out the dream. Got my acoustic strong, curing and chill for cracking jokes. Go stop the thrill. In the land of Kiwis, we ride the waves. Our most streams phone, no better days. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme.
Hello, the internet. It is Sunday, the 7th of June, 2026, and welcome back to the channeler. What? Juna? Channeler? What the hell? I don't know. I'm a little bit funky right now. I've spent all day coding. If you've been watching my stream, I've been live for about 6 hours. Finally got my IRL stream chat down, like it's done. Well, there is obviously more to be done, but it's virtually done right now. And I want to show it to you guys, and I want to talk about what I've done to get it there. Forgot to turn the GoPros on. I'm so busy with this setup. Did that even? I don't think I turned that one on. Shit. Hold on a sec. I can't see it, man. It's on. Well, that was on. Okay, let me just pull that up. I'm all out of sorts here. I'm all out of sorts. It's kind of I'm quite stoked that I've got this to work, if I'm being brutally honest. Let me just bring up these reverse cameras. Why did one of them work and one of them didn't? I see. Give me a second here. And that's one.
What a beautiful group of people you are.
I wish I
looked like you.
I wish I looked like you. So, by the way, Daleskins, first to the stream, thank you so much. And then Comptech, second to the stream. And thank you for, you guys didn't even know that you were helping me throughout the day, because while I was live, I don't like using the term coding because I'm not a coder. I was using AI to code, and I did need to have chat messages come in from an outside source to verify that everything that I was doing was working. So I appreciated you guys swinging by every now and then and just dropping comments. And what I want to show you is that for those that stream IRL and you don't use OBS and you don't have a laptop running and you just use your streaming service. Now, my service that I choose to use for IRL, I have a hardware encoder, a LiveView Solo, and that sends my feed into a platform called Go Lightstream. Now, why do I have to go to Go Lightstream? The only reason I use Go Lightstream is because it has bitrate failsafe. So if we go somewhere where the bitrate drops, instead of the whole stream ending, which is what would happen if you didn't have this failsafe mechanism, it pops up on the screen, be right back. And the stream continues with the card until it receives enough bitrate to continue. Now, in that same piece of software, you can add browser sources. However, it's not quite the same as what you would be used to in OBS. When you add a browser source in OBS, then you can use custom cascading style sheets to tweak the layout, such as opacity, adding badges and changing colors and all the cool stuff. That's the stuff that you can do with OBS. Now, if you're not using OBS and there's no CSS injection inside this Go Lightstream, what do? Well, you got to talk to every platform and get access to their API, and then you got to be a coder and you got to be able to work all that crap out. Or you do what I did. Well, I did that as well, but nobody really... I struggled with the API stuff and I struggled with the dev stuff. And so then I asked Copilot, is there a way for me to... I'm going to use the correct term here because I know it now. Is there a way for me to scrape a chat, scrape the URL of a chat, and then inject some JavaScript, some CSS into the back end via another hoster, and then grab that URL and dump it into my Go Lightstream? So in effect, we're bypassing having to have a computer on at home where you may send your chat originally and then send that on to the stream. We're bypassing all that by doing it what they call headless. And so I use Copilot for all this coding stuff. ChatGPT, not really digging the GPT machine these days. Copilot for anything coding seems to be a lot more robust, a lot more solid. And basically I've been spending my spare time the last 2 or 3 days just working this out. And today I woke up relatively early, 6:30 on a Sunday, and I've basically been live all day coding in the back end, and I've got it done. I've got this done. Now, there is something else to be said before I show it to you. I chose to use the beamstream.gg multichat. So I told you that my stream goes from the LiveView Solo, goes into Go Lightstream. Then from Go Lightstream, I choose to send my stream into Beamstream. Beamstream then sends my stream out to all the platforms that you want, all of them. You might choose to go from your LiveView Solo or any other hardware streaming encoder. You might want to go from there directly into YouTube. You can do that. I choose to go from there into Go Lightstream, and then you could also go from Go Lightstream straight into YouTube or wherever you stream. I chose to go LiveView Solo, Go Lightstream, beamstream.gg, and beamstream.gg feeds it out into all the platforms. Mainly we're looking for Valora, my chosen platform these days, valora.tv. In this point, where it goes to the Beamstream, the reason I choose that is because I'm a paid premium member. I've got a badge on Beam. Hasn't come up yet though, but apparently I've got a premium member badge because I pay to stream on the Multistream outputs to all these various platforms. At that point, an entire bunch of those platforms already feed in to the Beamstream chat. So if you can scrape the Beamstream chat, you're already well and truly away from the races. Scrape that Beamstream chat, inject your CSS, bam, grab that new URL and off you go. There is going to be needing to be some other tweaks, which I've been manipulating all day. That's how I do it. Now I want to show it to you right now. Here it is on my screen. Now what do you see there? You see a large screen of white with some small text at the bottom. Yo, Melody, blah, blah, blah. This is a little tech. We're going to tech this up for a little while, and then we'll drink homebrew and we'll mow the lawn and go fishing. My boner is now gone. Thanks, dude. Well, I got to get through this because this is going to come into play for IRL streams. Now, what you see on the bottom corner of the stream there is chat popping in. Now, I can make this larger so that you guys can all see it, but basically this is a browser. It's running in front of the browser that we're going to be watching content in, but I just put this full screen so that you guys could see it. The idea is here. We can take the chat as it comes in from any of the platforms. Now, if anyone's watching on Nemo TV, I see 43 viewers on Nemo. Anyone's watching on Kick, or most of you are on Valora, which I appreciate. Kick, Nemo, Pilled, wherever you want to play. High Res is on Kick. How you doing, High Res? Thank you, my friend. Now, so instantly it pulls in the High Res chat from Kick, and it's going to pull in from anywhere else that I've put in there thus far. There's 11 on Valora. Thank you, Dale. To make this a little easier to see, let's go over here and I'll activate this as a source here on this stream. So this is that source. Where is it? Here we go. Now, I've got it here just for shits and giggles. I'm moving it around so that you can see that there's an opacity behind it. Maybe I'll put it down here just for shits and giggles. We'll put it down here. I'll also set this to the same properties in terms of sizing as my actual chat. Let me find what that is. My actual chat is Beamstream chat. So I'll grab that 700 by 880. Let me just program that in, because what you've just noticed is that chat has disappeared off screen, right? That's good. It's still there. 700 by 880, I think I said. It's still there, but it's off screen because when you're IRL streaming, you don't want all of your screen real estate taken away by chat or by overlays or anything. So right now, unless someone chats, there's nothing on the screen. It's different to the one that you see here, which is permanent while we're live from the studio. But the one that's here but not here right now is waiting for the next chat comment. So someone please make a chat comment. There it is. Daleski, the IRL thing should be interesting. There it is. Comtech, nice. Popped up nicely from the bottom. You get a 45-second, and I can make that larger right now just for the sake of looking at it, but I'll make that larger. Jude says, Jude's on Valora. And also you've got your channel badges. So Dale's got his 2-month sub and all kinds of other badges. I'm not even sure what all those badges are, Dale, but you got them all. And the beautiful thing is, move over to the far right of screen. I mean, this is just temporary, but we can just chuck it over to the far right for the time being. All looks good. So, and also, thank you, Melody. It does stretch with different, like if I was to put a large text message in, this is in the, where am I? This is in the Beam chat, a large Beam chat. So it's now giving, and this is, I've got to pull that back over so you see how it wraps out. I understand Beam Stream is the only platform that doesn't pull in a Beam avatar. Instead, it pulls in your own avatar. So if you want to jump over to Beam, whoever's got a Beam profile, and just chat, you will see that your Beam avatar populates, not the Beam logo. On YouTube, it looks like this. It's a little slower on YouTube because, why am I doing it uppercase? This is YouTube. YouTube's API is a little bit slower. It's got a 3-second sort of interesting delay. But, and there's Jude's Beam avatar. There's my YouTube chat. Populates. Perfect. Pops up as also the color of the platform. So we've got, everyone should have a color that is loosely associated to the platform that they're chatting on. And there's a variety of those different colors from the color palette. We can check it by going over to another platform that people often stream on. One person in particular, Net TV, the platform he chooses is called Pilled. And this is the Pilled chat. Now, Pilled is interesting because they're quite famous. Chat's covering up your face. This is just temporary, dude. I'm just showing it to you. With this, I'm going to take this off. Once we're done here, I'm going to get rid of. Once we're done with this conversation, I'm going to take that off. This is just for IRL. This is just to show you it working. Over on Pilled, you got very interesting stickers. They love their stickers. Now, I tried to preserve the size of the stickers, and it should come up nice and large. Yeah, well, actually, it can probably be a little larger as well because those pilled stickers are great. But we can't see your face. Don't worry about my face. You know how hideous this is, and that's why the 45-second thing's in play. So if we were out, let's just say we were by a river and we were all on the stream, you don't want this to be constantly taking up all the real estate. So I've got it set so that it disappears as it goes up. Now, if the chat's really popping, it'll disappear off the top of the screen. It'll be tough, but I'll be trying to be good. No worries, Judeskis. Try to be good. Here is another platform that Beamstream already has a native connecting to. This is called Nemo.tv. Now, Nemo.tv usually gets a lot of troll activity, but there's an actual comment from me coming through the Nemo-ocity. Nemo sucks. It is a pretty funky one. I don't know why, but, you know, high res, there's on a kick chat. Now, you might say, dude, this is kind of fun, but you really spent all this time doing it? Yeah, you know why? Because no one else was doing it. No one has done this. Trust me. Okay, so rephrase. The people who've done this have done it to a limited degree. I needed this headless. It's called a headless. I'm using Railway, which is I guess a dev tool, and I'm using Puppeteer, and I'm about to say ChatGPT. I'm using Copilot to write all the code and deploy it through GitHub. All this stuff's new to me, right? I'm not pretending I know what this is. This is all of this. GitHub, Railway, Puppeteer, dependencies, deploying. All this stuff is completely new to me. I don't know anything about this. I've been learning as I go because no one else was going to provide a chat with an opacity such as the one we got here. And by the way, again, it looks like it's not opaque there. That's just the browser. It's on white, but as you see, it's fading off and coming out nicely. So I can now take, yo, Hendrik, how you doing, man? What's cracking, Hendrik? I can take this URL and dump it into Go Lightstream, and then we have a chat on screen for all of us to see, nicely illustrated, nice, clear with the platform logos, and it should be robust enough to not even have to worry about, but we can just look at it from time to time.
You have to see it. It's very cool.
You have to see it. It's very. Thank you, Donald Trump. I agree with you. It's very cool. The beautiful thing about this is now that it's all working, I can then go and pull in these other platforms such as Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, Arena.stream, the platforms that are a little bit more aloof, but they do deserve to have their chat on the screen, right? They do deserve that, I think. I'm going to pull them all in. I'm going to scrape them and add them to the system. And then once I'm done with that, I'm not 100% certain, but I think it'll be extremely easy to also implement a text-to-speech version of this chat so that then when I'm driving, I can hear what you yahoos are saying. And not far after that, I believe I'll be able to pull in the alerts from Velora. So I'll be able to hear those alerts. The reason I believe that'll happen is because I do have access to the API and the dev tools with Velora.
What a beautiful group of people you are. You are good. I wish I looked like you.
These are the alerts we're talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna pull them all in. We all need text to chat for IRL. Absolutely, Jude. And we know that from the most recent stream I did, where we didn't have this on screen and we didn't have any of text to speech. And the stream was great. The tech was there, but we just needed to do this final piece. So I'll get this off the screen here because we all now know that it works. And we don't need it up there anymore. Yeah, so I got to tell you, a little pat on my own back here. Fucking scared the shit out of me. Who did that? That really did frighten me. I don't know why that frightened me, but that really did. That just the tonality of that beer crack just scared the crap out of me. Thanks to Corey and Gibbs, you boys rock. Man, I do want to talk a little about, look, I'll be honest. I've had, and I don't expect anything from anybody. I don't expect anyone to bend over and give me more rewind. I don't expect anyone.
It was so simple.
It was not simple. Don't ever listen to Trump on that regard. It was not simple. It's been very difficult, very cumbersome. I've been live. I've had my stream running on a test pattern from about 7:30 this morning till about an hour ago while I was doing this to have it up there. So it's not simple.
I love it. I love it.
I love it more. So what I wanted to say was that I had requested, so originally before I discovered this headless way to do it. Did you guys hear that? Don't worry about it.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
With peace and love, I did request API access from Beam. To wit, I received just a walking around and around in circles. Basically, the old adage that if you want something done, do it yourself certainly rang true in that instance. I tried to explain it over and over again, what I needed, what I'm looking for. And by the way, I don't think this is unique to me. I believe many IRL streamers would lap this up. I just couldn't really explain it. Maybe it was my poor descriptions, but I couldn't get my wordage across to Beam close enough because I was directed at using IRL Pro and using an OBS instance in the cloud and using OBS on a laptop at home. I was like, are you not listening to me? I don't do that. I won't do that. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. That's not going to happen. But that's where the conversation was going. So I just said to myself, you know what? And I requested the API access off their official page. And apparently the only company who's been given API access into BeamStream is Valora. That's coming straight from Beam, that we've only given it to Valora. No one else has it. I'm like, but it's a public access page where you can apply. Are you saying that's not current? And after a little while, I got kind of flustered and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to wait for somebody. I'm not waiting for someone to do something for me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the resources at my command and I'm going to freaking well learn why and how this can work headless using using Copilot to code it for me. I did meet up with some pretty interesting, this is one thing I wanted to show you. I'll put it back on screen for the moment. See, the chat's gone now. No one's chatted. The one thing that really flustered me, can you believe it? It was Twitch. Check this out. I'll just send a message in Twitch. This is Twitch. This Twitch. I didn't even type correctly. This is the see the Twitch chat. Twitch has animated emotes. Now I'll show you one right now that I've been faffing with. This one here is an animated emote in Twitch. See how it's not animated in the BeamStream chat, but see how it's animated in the Twitch chat or in the Gives a Minute IRL chat, the finger clicking? To get that animated, holy moly. That took me so freaking long to get that to work. I don't know why BeamStream doesn't show the animation. I ended up not scraping it from Beam. I ended up taking it myself and taking a raw instance of Twitch in and inspecting the elements and finding the DOMs and the subs. There's no subs, there's DOMs though. A waste of time. The thing is, I'll just get that off screen now because I don't need it anymore. But the thing is, you might say it's a waste of time, but I've always believed that people can watch, or people should be able to watch and consume your content wherever they choose. I'm not one of those streamers that says you have to be exclusive to a platform. I believe you should try to get your reach as far and wide as possible. My chosen home is Valora. I'm always going to focus on Valora, and I got something about that too coming up. I'm always going to put my attention in Valora, but you, the viewer, can choose to watch wherever you like. We already know that a whole bunch of people choose Pilled. I think Pilled is horrible, but I spent a fair amount of time getting it into the back end, shoving it right in there so you could use it if you want. And yeah, I still think it's horrible, but you can use it. I don't think you should say to someone, you have to watch me here or there. I don't think that's fair. You should, it's like saying you can only watch your show That's you know what that's like? That's like the old school television. You have to watch this show between 7:30 and 8:30 every night, and there's going to be 4 blocks of ads. And if you're not here from 7:30 to 8:30 and you don't have a VCR because it's back in the 80s, you miss it. No, you should be able to watch it whenever you want, on whatever device you want, whenever you damn well want. That's what I think. So I've been careful to include a whole bunch of platforms that I really don't give two shits about. But if you do, great, you can see me there. And then, most importantly, if you chat or donate or do anything, we'll see it on the screen when we're camping. We already do see, by the way, this is working so good. Should I start using this as my Mayunis! Wow! Who did that? Daleski with the Voltzes. Thank you, man. Mayunis! Wow! Should we be using, like the chat that I've got here, which has been working fine for a while, at some point, the Gives a Minute IRL chat's going to be more impressive than the one that's defaulted. Like, I don't know about you Yahoos, but I think this one looks nicer with the logos and shizzles. You know? Looks like all your tweaks are dialed in. I don't know. Maybe I should use this one only. I don't know. Melody, let me get that off the screen again. Then why stream there if you don't give two shits about it? It's an interesting question, but the thing is, it's like putting an ad in a paper. Not that I do that, but if you did, you don't have to know and enjoy the newspaper. You want to get the reach of the paper, right? I used to work in marketing. We used to put ads in many papers. We did television ads as well. I don't watch the TV stations, but we use their reach to get to more people. So yeah, I don't really care for the platform, but I understand that people do, and there's a reach, and so I'm going to do it. And as long as it's relatively cheap, I mean, beamstream.gg, for everyone whinging and bickering, I'm just telling you, $45 a year for what they're giving is extremely good value. Extremely good value. Like way, way undercutting. Like the multi-streaming and the multi-chat that Beamstream gives you for $45 a year, that is such a good price that you can be assured this time next year, 2027, it'll be way dearer. There's no way they can sustain that. It's too cheap. So you might as well use it, and they're giving it to you for $45 a year. Emote, see that there you go. So emote sticker send. Interesting, I didn't see that come up. Interesting. Multi-streaming is fine, just focus on who appreciates you. Yeah, exactly. And look, I think we're all on the same playing field here. We've all, well, not all, but the bulk of us from Gives a Minute, from DLive, we've all come across to Valora, and we've all lapped it up. We understand what's going on over there. Like, we get it. So we're over there. And we should try to bring as many other Yahoos over as possible. Get them all dialed in, at least get them set up with their own handles, right? Critically, you got to get your handle. If you don't nab it, someone else will steal it from you. Now, what I want to do, I've got this idea. I used to do these videos once a month on DLive, and when Kick began, I even did it on Kick. And I want to start doing them here on Valora. Now, what am I talking about? A little 8 to 10 minute video just going over valora.tv in the terms of what's happened or what the site looks like. And it's June right now, 2026. So if you Yahoos don't mind, I'm going to be so selfish. And instead of recording a video outside of my stream, I'm going to use my Stream Deck to cut to a scene that doesn't have you Yahoos in it. So there'll be no on-screen chat and there'll be no alerts. And you can watch me as I record a video just for the next 8 to 10 minutes, looking at Valora. And just, the funny thing is, I'll be on my Valora page, so I will see your chats on that page, but I'm going to be doing it. This is the first time. This may not work. I've set this up today, but I've also been busy working on my chat. So this may or may not work. But if it does work, I think we'll all find ourselves having a great time. So let me just start this up. How am I going to do this again? Okay, so just a reminder, I will not be engaging with you for the next 8 to 10 minutes, but you can see what I'm doing. And then this will come out as a separate video going up to my YouTube channel. All right, let's give this a shot. What's the date? The 7th of June. Here we go. Hello, the internet. It is Sunday, the 7th of June, 2026, and welcome back to the channel. You know, for a little while, I've been streaming on a platform called Valora.tv. It's this relatively new streaming platform, Valora, Valora.tv. Now, what I want to do here is kind of like a throwback to the old days. I used to do like a D-Live on the 1st of June, D-Live on the 1st of July, D-Live on the 1st of August, like a little time capsule. Now, funnily enough, that's kind of cool because D-Live's gone, so that might have been the greatest thing to do because now it's an historical archive. But I want to start doing it for Valora.tv as well because it's new and things are changing over there quite rapidly. So let's go over and open up Valora.tv and I'll show it to you. I spelled it wrong. I'll show it to you just as it appears when you go there. Now, I am live on there right now. Let's zoom in. Actually, let's go to the homepage. Let's zoom in here. First thing I want to do is highlight this blue bar on top of the screen. It says 1,500 plus users and growing with fair and honest payouts regularly and no hidden requirements or charges. We're all in this together, love heart. By the way, that's going to be confusing with me bumping in the background there. So what that tells you is that Valora is growing. It also tells you that right now it's quite small. 1,500 users, that includes streamers and viewers. That means you've got time to get over here right now and secure yourself as a viewer or as a streamer. By the way, did I just see that logo change color? It did. Oh, look at that. It's changing color. That's interesting. I didn't notice that. The logo's changing color. It's changing color. It's morphing. Shit. Yeah, so my point here is, and I'll put a little, in the description of this video, I'll put a little referral so you can click it. Now look, the referral link, sure, it says Gives a Minute referred you, and that doesn't do anything at this stage, but it is trackable. So maybe down the line, if you sign up to Valora using my referral, maybe there'll be something coming from that later. I don't know. I don't care if you don't use it. I'm just trying to get you to go over there. Once you're there, you could click off and not use the referral and sign up because your handle will more than likely be there for you. It's so small right now. Instead of getting Gives a Minute _1 or Gives a Minute $-$2, you can get Gives a Minute. Well, you can't because I got that, but you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to get yours if you go over there and do it now. So I just want to walk through a few small things here that I've noticed on Valora since I've been here. Up the top here, there is a very intriguing button called Journals. Journals is pretty unique to the platform. If you click it, Community Journals. It's kind of like a now I've posted one today actually, so I'm all over this. But 1 hour ago, I posted my 5-day road trip vlog, day 1. So you can put little stories in there. You can put links out to things that you think your community or people on the platform might want to engage in. Now, predominantly this is a live streaming platform, but that little tweak there, that little sidestep of giving you kind of like a social, like a Facebook feed or a Twitter feed, that's kind of unique. It looks great. It fits into the platform, and then it brings more crew from the journal to your own platform, to your own channel. By the way, I wanted to also mention this. As you go to the platform and you click the homepage here, Valora, you will notice how, and I've got to put this down a bit smaller so that it just, look how freaking beautiful this expands out to. Just this simple blur behind. This is the wheel, I guess, the carousel. We all know what. There's there's Cam on stream. This wheel or the carousel, just that little the behind blurred effect, Hot Beats TV. It just looks so slick, right? There's been a lot of care and thought into this platform, obviously, right? The color scheme, the layout, it just look at this. Go back to the browse. Oh, we haven't hit browse yet. Let me tell you about browse. Click browse. Takes you to all categories by default. And by the way, take a look at this number. 18 live streams. There are only 18 people streaming on Valora right now. 18. You might say, this is shit. What the hell are you referring us to this, man? It's tiny. Hey, when was the best time to buy Bitcoin? When no one else did. Way back when. When was the best time to go to Valora.tv? Way back when there were only 18 people over there. Get over there. Secure your spot, man. Get in with the 18. Make the 18 20. Make the 18 22. Secure your spot, because later on, when this thing is absolutely frothing, you'll be like, oh man, I remember hearing about YouTube back when Trip to the Zoo was the only video and I thought it was just dumb. Did you go on and start making money? Did you go on and start doing your thing? No, I left it. And did you wish you did? Yeah, I should have, but you didn't. But now you can. That's what I'm trying to promote this. And by the way, forgot to do this. I am not affiliated with this platform. I'm not endorsed. I'm a streamer. There is a little caveat there, but I am a streamer and I found this platform. Let me tell you how I found it. Holy shit, this is a great story. We only want to do this 10 minutes. Okay, I've got to wrap this up. Quick, get it done fast. I was multi-streaming through beamstream.gg. I was testing out fiber internet. We got it here and I was like, yeah. And I started pumping out massive bit rates, like stupidly high, like 25 meg, just going crazy. Every time I did it, it didn't work to Valora.tv. And you know who came into my chats to tell me? The CEO, a guy called Corey, came in and said, hey man, I see that you multi-stream through beamstream.gg. Something weird's going on there. Like whatever they're sending, we're not receiving correctly. I just want to let you know that it's coming out all bunk. So either don't do it or just change something. And I remember thinking, why did this guy DM me? Oh, he's the CEO of that. Okay, well, I am streaming over there. I better respond. I'm like, hey, thanks for letting me know. I've been investigating higher bit rates and stuff, and okay, I'll fix it up later. And I forgot about it. That was in October last year. Then when I finally did go back and have a good look at it, I was like, whoa, this platform looks slick. So then I changed my bit rate and went over there and actually did streams. So that's how I heard about it. You might have been hearing about it for the first time here from me. That's cool. Not as cool as my story, but you can still get your story. So get over here and, oh, there I am right there, streaming live, just chatting. So scroll down, have a look at some streamers. I want to tell you next time, because we're getting close to the end of this video, but there's so many other things. I just want to show you. Go to my channel here. I want to just wrap up here by showing you my channel, just as a historical document. My channel is Gives a Minute, unsurprisingly. Here I am. I've been live for 42 minutes today. Just chatting. 6 viewers right now. And here we go, 64 givers. This is a little tweak. A little tweak that you can make on your own channel is to call your viewers by the name that you brand yourself. My channel Gives a Minute, the givers, right? So there's 64 givers, not 64 followers. I've been a member since October 2025. We got clips and videos, and I gotta show you all this stuff, but we're gonna save that for next month. What else can we see? My chat's running right now. This is actually live. These are my chatters. These are the crew, the givers. You've got a little about section down here which you can fill in and put in your own profile. I want to tell you about teams. I'll tell you about them next time. This here is a lovely little splash page which you can put clickable outward going links, my link tree, and my Starlink referral. You can put your own in here. It's look, I got to wrap this up here because I wanted to keep this down, but I just got to, we've got to talk about latencies. We've got to talk about latencies. Quick, okay, quick, super quick. This is amazing. Look at the latency. You see me right there. Cut my hands. Bam, right there. You see that? Oh, you can't see it because it's got the total. If I keep talking, but you can't hear it. But this is slick. The latency here is virtually nada. I say something, you see it in the chat, it's done. It's super quick. If you like low latency streaming, you are going to freaking go off your nutter how low the latency is here. I'm being silly, but it is really, really quick. And I'm also going through the beam stream as well. So I'm I'm going out of OBS into Beam and into Valora, and it's happening like that. It's crazy. And by the way, there's more coming. I didn't even talk about the council. Next month, we'll do this once a month, and we'll see the changes. And remind me that I'll talk about the council if I remember. If not, we'll talk about that another time. Come on over. In the description, there will be the referral. Get over. At least just nab your handle. Just secure it. You might want to just secure it and then push it aside and say, I'm not touching that. But then later on, when you do want to touch it, you can go back and touch it as much as you want because you've claimed it. If you don't claim it, someone else might touch it. Claim, touch, secure yourself. And while you're here, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next time we look at Valora.tv in the month of July 2026. See you soon. Am I still sitting here? I thought that would go to a black scene. It didn't. Okay, well, I'll just sit here patiently for 10 more seconds. Patience, my friend. That should be it. That should be it. Okay, that's that. Hey! Thank you for the applause there. Thank you so much. I did that one take, and that was obviously recording a video, and that's now going to go up on my channel later on, and I'll put a thumbnail and all that cool stuff. But yeah, I want to do that live, and I also want to do it monthly because, like I said before, I used to do that for DLive, and I spent a lot of time doing it. And ultimately, now that DLive's gone, that is kind of cool to have, right? Like if you want to go back on my channel, you can find out what DLive looked like on January 1, 2022. I think I lost interest around that time though, because that was when they barred me. But I don't know, like we don't know. And by the way, while I was doing that, the logo changed color. I was like, what the hell? Look how it's gone back now. Just these subtle changes that happen on Valora. I didn't know about that. It happened and yeah. What did I miss in the chit chat? Let me read back up there. I've been busy, boy, bringing peeps over to Valora. Nice one, Daleskins. Nice one. In my own way. I bet you do. I bet you do. Good pitch promo. Thank you, man. Good on you, mate. 1,500 and growing. Man, it's growing. When we first came here, or when we started paying attention, I think it was down to 1,200, right? A dolphin's biting my ankle. Now, how did that dolphin get in here? It's not a dolphin, it's a dingo. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. You want to swear? Go ahead, Dale. Curse words. I have a stream going on Valora at the moment. I didn't even notice that. Jude, you're on Valoran skins? Where else should we go? Oh, Comtech sent some vaults. Thank you, Comtech. I didn't hear them. I didn't see them. Oh, because I was on that profile. Where else? Oh, that's Jude's. Sorry, my bad. Jude's been on Valora for a long time. But why don't I? Here. Do I not follow you, Jude? What the smeg? How? Where else should I follow? Who? What? What? I clicked that, didn't I? I don't understand. Go back to the homepage. No, I am following Jude. What the hell? I am following you. I won't play the music. I'm following you. Yeah, I'm following. I don't understand that. But then again, sometimes when things happen that I don't understand, I just laugh at it. Not meant to understand everything. Remember 800? You remember 800? I don't know if I do. I don't know if I do. Remember Mavis Pharmacy, Dr. Firefly. FOMO, scroll down and show mine. Judskis, excellent authentic pitch. Well done, sir. Great promo for Valora. Love it. Thank you. Funny. Applause. Thank you. Thank you. What a doofus. What a doofus. Or a Dorfus. You guys don't know who Dorfus is. Rest in peace. For those skateboarders out there. Look, this has been wonderful. And by the way, another side note, whilst I was testing my chat stuff all day today for the last 6 hours, not once was there a disconnect like there was yesterday on Beamstream. So I think whatever happened at Beam's end, they fixed it. Or, I don't know. Either way, it hasn't happened at all today, and I'm touching wood that it won't happen today because that was not fun. With that all said and done, I do want to get myself a home brewskins, and then we'll come back and we've got some content to watch. We've got some stuff to do, and we'll just chisel chat. We'll chat our way amongst ourselves. We'll have a good old yarn, a good old time. We got this video, oxygen doesn't come from trees. What the hell? What? Since when, man? And the water's not wet? What's going on this planet? Oxygen doesn't come from trees. Is this one of those random videos? Yes, probably. Bitcoin in default. The Queen owns all the Bitcoin assets. By the way, Bitcoin is plummeting right now. Well, it's actually gone up. Oh, I should also show you guys. My Twitter's on a bit of a... My Twitter's pumping right now. I got a retweet from Starlink, of all people. I got a retweet from Starlink. And I don't think I've ever had this kind of engagement on Twitter before. I'm also concerned about pulling up my Twitter because, well, you know, there's some extra activity on there. My Twitter is popping off right now. Can we bring that up? I gotta be careful here. Let me just bring up at least the GPT, starting from... How do we do this again? ChatGPT. I'll just bring up the GPT machine. That'll get us to a Brave browser. And let's just, before I do that, I'll go off there just in case X does go to hardcore porno. No, it didn't. It's okay. So if we, although that could go anywhere. If we go to, I'll just do this off scene in case something sketchy comes up. Okay, so if we go to my profile, I posted this a few days ago, May 30th, actually about a week ago, on stream, on IRL stream. Hendrik, crikey, you must have been praising Starlink. So I posted this image. I said, yesterday I did a 10-hour IRL camping stream from remote Australia, all made possible by Starlink Mini. Now I'm getting ready to go again. Thank you, Elon, for this incredible tech. That had 698,000 views, which is a lot more than usual for me, I can tell you. 109 likes, 19 retweets, and 15 comments. 15 is Kiwi for 15. 15 people, which is a lot more than I've ever had before. And did I gain some new followers on the Twitter machine? Possibly. Where is my profile here? 306 followers. There you go. I'm just saying, I don't really go viral. I have done it. It happened on YouTube a long, long time ago, and there's a little bit of virality on Twitter, I guess, but not really virality. Delsky, Elon Musk is amazing. Thank you, Elon, for so many great things. He is a very strange man, but he has done some fine pieces of tech. He's done fine tech? Yeah, that's right. He's done some fine tech. Now, speaking of fine tech, I'm going to go and get some fine tech out of the fridge. Homebrew. That work? Why do I look up and see CompTech just became a follower? On Valora?
I just farted.
Well, you better get that checked out. Oh, that's in, sorry, I'm looking at Jude's chat there. Man, I'm all over the shop here. I mean, you know what the trouble is? I've been here at this desk all day today. I've been tied to the computer all day. All day. I got up at 6:30. I started coding from 7. It's now 3.
Excuse me.
Fuck, I love that one. Thank you, Elsa. How you doing, man?
Please, guys. Please.
Please, guys. I know what people feel like that code for a living because I just did an 8-hour shift and nobody paid me. But I did it for the love of the game. And there's no surf at the moment either. But I tell you what, I am definitely going to get a homebrew. Right about now, enjoy yesterday's surfing clip. I'll be right back.
pretty psyched here today, this morning. I haven't been surfing in 3 weeks because the toothpick has been repaired. Darren at Entity Surfboards right here in town did all the things and fixed this. So there's a D-lam in the wood strip that runs all the way down the center of the board, and he suggested, certainly near the tail pad, before I take it out and before I put a new pad on, just cover that with some IRL darts. So I did. I'm also going to be using a wax comb from now on. He said there's about 2 kilos of wax on that board that he took off, and I can tell you it is so much lighter without wax. I mean, it needs wax, but not the amount I had on there. So I'm going to start respecting the wax code of ethics. Not a lot of wave action, but I'm still stoked to be out here. It is a long weekend, so the beach is packed. That means there's more than 2 people. And hopefully some waves sneak through.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. Stream dropped on Valora. I apologize. It's not my fault, but I'll take the blame. I'm kind of good at that lately, but I don't know what's going on with that. It didn't drop anywhere else. That's just Valora that dropped. Benon, I'm so glad you're back to you, the man we all know and love. Thank you, man. I'm feeling that too, Dale. I'm feeling it. I don't know. Something's happened in the last. Do you know what it was, man? I'm not wanking about this. It was the road trip. The road trip changed me. That sitting by the Shoalhaven River, just peaceful, and really kind of 2 days alone with you guys in the chat. I've really. Up here, I'm in a much better place. By the way, I had to restart the stream, so that does mean something. And you guys know what that'll mean, right? It was the lamb. Elsa, it could have been the lamb, dude. It could have been the lamb. You know what it is going to be right now? It's going to be... Who's going to get first to the stream, though? I don't know. You guys, the stream restarted, so that's available if you want to claim it. It's so...
Woo! You got here first!
Daleskin.
Okay, you got here second.
Melody was the second to the stream, and Elfsar's third. By the way, the on-screen alert, I refreshed my trouser, or I refreshed the token, and I don't know, Beamstream needs to fix that, because, not Beamstream, Valora needs to fix that, because that doesn't display correctly on stream. In the chat it does, but that's not what comes up on the... Can someone please crack the jack? I'm going to pour the beer. Yeah, sitting down. Thank you, Dale. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to hear this in dead silence.
What a beautiful group of people you are. You are good. I wish I looked like you.
I wish I looked like you. Shh, 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 shh. Oh, shit, yeah. Elsa, I'm on a mobile and I cannot access the alerts and type at the same time. Dude, cheers. Good. I hope that, how do I say this without, I really hope that we can affect change on Valora.tv. It's been a while.
I love it. I love it.
I love it too. I'm in love with it. I just hope that what we do and what we suggest does have an impact, because I feel like triggering channel points via a command, a chat command, could have been done by now. But I mean, if I can create an entire headless chat in basically a day.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
With peace and love, someone could have done that by now, I think. I mean, I'll do it if they give me the access. I'll do it if I can get it. But then I'm working for free. I just did a whole day for myself. But I'm just saying, like, I'm sure if the idea of triggering channel point alerts was big enough on the agenda, it would have been done by now. By the way, oxygen does come from trees. Does it now? Well, this channel, Fainum Revealed, tells us...
Don't do that again.
Otherwise, don't do that again. Let's take a look at oxygen not coming from trees.
Prepare yourself for a shocking truth. The oxygen you are breathing right now, very likely, does not come from any land-based tree.
Land-based tree? What other trees are there? By the way, is that worth clipping?
Prepare yourself for a shocking truth.
I feel like we should clip that. Prepare yourself for a shocking truth. I think we should clip that. I'm going to clip it. QuickTime player. Grab myself a little audio alert here. Where did I do this from? QuickTime. New audio recording. The trouser source is going to be Firefox. I'm going to trouser record this. Start the record, crank the volume up, go back and hit the record skins.
Prepare yourself for a shocking truth. The oxygen
What
you
a
are
stupid
breathing
question
right
that
now,
is to
very
be
likely,
asking.
Hey.
does not come from any land-based tree.
Stop. I can't have the alert over the top.
Prepare yourself for a shocking truth.
That's it. You didn't get me. I got it. Prepare yourself for a shocking truth. Save this as prepare, just so I can find it again. Prepare. Get a screenshot of old mate being prepared. This is going to be a new alert, folks. Prepare yourselves for a shocking truth. Let's go.
The oxygen you are breathing right now, very likely, does not come from any land-based tree. Instead, this life-sustaining source comes from the vast ocean, produced by microscopic organisms so tiny that millions of them could fit into a single spoonful of seawater.
Whoa.
What's even more astonishing is that most of us have never heard of these silent...
You know what's more astonishing to me? Why this person's yelling. I mean, I know I do that, so I have no leg to stand on, but I'm bloody well going to try standing on it.
I don't represent the people. The fuck I don't. I'm the one who does.
Bitboy. The fuck I don't. That's a great one. Elsa, thank you, man.
Are you curious to uncover this secret? Try asking anyone you meet. Where does the oxygen we breathe come from? Undoubtedly, the answer you'll receive will be quick and confident. From trees, from green forests.
Wait a second. Is this the entire video, just like this? It is, dude. What the hell? Are you kidding me? 22 minutes. Who did this? Oh, who put this in my chat? This entire video is just this dude with generic images behind. What are we?
Back into the environment. However, our primary source of
I can't. It doesn't matter what they're telling me. I cannot engage that crap. I cannot. I want to learn and go fishing, but I just can't with that. It's this guy's probably making a mint off this too. He's got 14,000 views. Phanom revealed. What else has he got on his? Color is fake. Fire equals sunlight. Nothing solid. The universe is silent. Are you kidding me? AI is ruining everything. Give me one video with a real person and I may watch it. Let's see. Wow. Anytime now.
We often believe that to understand something means being able to point at it and say, this is it.
Do you know what, man? With this shit, with this AI schlop, I feel like we should be allowed this. If this is AI generated garbage, which it clearly is, we should have free reign to do anything we like with it. The rules don't apply to AI. Clearly, right? Clearly. Well, they don't apply in the case of using AI, so therefore they shouldn't apply in the case of viewing AI. We should be able to take this, literally rip it and upload it to our own channel and all get the views, all 406 of them. This person in the chat, Survivor, AI generated content should be tagged. 4 replies. Thanks for your feedback. AI was used as a creative support tool while the ideas, narration, and final edits are human. Are you fucking kidding me? Who do you think you're talking to? This is all AI generated.
The law of conservation.
There's not a single person involved in this. It's dumb. And therefore, I'm out. Let's move on to Bitcoin BitConnect in default. I think this is Net TV telling us that the Queen owns all the BitConnect assets. BitConnect! We've probably got to grab that too, right?
Good morning, good morning. BigSquareRotorooter.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of coffee.
The fuck did you just say? What did he just say?
Good morning, good morning. BigSquareRotorooter.com with your morning horn of Z's.
Does anybody know what he said then? If you're coming to this channel and you want to type that URL into your browser browser, what would you be typing?
Good morning, good morning. BigSquareRotorooter.com with your morning.
What do you think he said? Rotorua? Rotorua? No, that is a place in New Zealand.
Good morning, good morning. BigSquareRotorooter.com with your morning horn of Z's.
The fuck did he say?
Good morning, good morning. BigSquareRotorooter.com with your morning horn of Z's.
Rotorooter?
Good morning, good morning. BigSquareRotorooter.com with your.
I'm not a big fan of AI. No, me neither.
Good morning, good morning. BigSquareRotorooter.com with your.
Big Square Rotorua. Yo, Wolf's gone camping over on Kick, asking for a friend. What happened to Hex? Hey, man, I don't know, dude, but I'll tell you, it's not just Hex. It's everything Richard Hart. Everything Richard Hart's touched. Everything he's created. It started off gentle and then it just cascaded into a cacophony of shit. It's all down, down. I wish someone had told us. I mean, a lot of people did. You know what the worst thing about Hex is and Richard Hart? I think the worst thing about it is his radio silence. He refuses to go live. I don't get that at all. At one point, he was manipulative. He was coercive. He was using his platform to modify the markets, like literally taking money from certain places and putting it elsewhere by his live streams. And at a time when everybody is absolutely scathing him and slamming him, he's doing the same thing that he would heckle any other founder, crypto founder for. He's like, no, I'm out here live streaming. I'm on my stream and I'm spending 8 hours a day with you guys and I'm talking and I'm engaging and I'm listening and I'm giving you great information. And then at the time when everybody needs that the most, he doesn't do it. Yet he would flag anybody else that wasn't doing it before, but now it's okay for him not to do it. It doesn't make any sense. I was banned from all Hex channels except yours. I would not say I'm a Hex channel. I don't think I would ever say that. I'm a Hexaken in the sense that I have Hex stakes. Like Elon Musk manipulating Tesla and now SpaceX stocks. Well, Hendrick's back. He wants to get into that. I'm not investing in SpaceX. But look, I'll tell you up front, it's now the time to be buying Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you're interested in cryptocities, at the moment, the cryptocities that you need to be involved in are the ones that are plummeting. Not the ones that have been down forever, like Hex and Pulse and PulseX and ProveX. I mean, what the hell? ProveX. That's anyway, but Ethereum, Ethereum and Eatcoin, they're all going down, and this might be the time to get in. Get your stacks. Crypto is good now. It's ready for a new run. Yeah, man. Yeah. There'll be another test at bottom before we go. Look, as far as Hex goes and as far as Richard Hart, like the concept that he came out with, still valid, still very, very valid, but everything around it seems to be like going from worse to dumb, like dumb to worse to dumber and even dumber still. Like these iPad things that they sent out, so dumb, such a dumb idea. These shitty little off-brand iPads from Temu. These are going to they're like Lime scooters or those free electric, not even free, the electric bikes in the cities. They're just trashed by the side of the road. It's just the dumbest thing that he could have done. The dumbest thing is the community. I mean, the dumb thing was the movie, right? The movie, everyone was like, no, man, as soon as that movie comes out, we're going to be green candles to the moon. I'm like, nobody likes this guy. What do you think putting Richard Hart in a feature film is going to do? Nobody likes him on the internet, period, except for a handful of Hexicans. You think the general public is going to like this guy when they see how wanky he is? No one's going to favor that. An unlikable character. Anyway, what do you reckon this guy says at the beginning of this video?
Good morning, Big Square, roto.com with your morning horn of Z's.
What the fuck did he say? Good morning, Big Square, rotorua.com?
Good morning, Big Square, roto.com with your morning horn of
Big Square. Oh, we could find out by checking his channel name. Big Square Road to Router. I almost got it. Comments turned off. Seriously? Okay, let's watch what he's got to say.
Z's, your sip of coffee. Lots of drama going on in Bitcoin.
Kind of looks like Danny Black.
Because
wait. What year was this? This is 8 years ago. The BitConnect failure.
You don't know what the real Bitcoin is. Bitcoin Cash is up 33%. Bitcoin is down 5%. The reason is because Bitcoin Cash has faster transactions. Well, there's lots of reasons. If you hold your Bitcoin before August 1st, you have a win, place, and show ticket. I've said it a million times. You're golden, pony boy. Bitcoin Cash, I like more than Bitcoin because the transactions are faster. It's more, it came to me down to a moral decision. And
well, you want faster transactions, maybe go and use Ethereum. Just saying. The one that's right underneath the one that you're talking about, Bitcoin, Ethereum, then Bitcoin Cash, market cap. By the way, when you see these old videos 8 years ago, look at the Bitcoin price, $6,788. Don't you wish, again, I'll say it, don't you wish you could go back in that time and buy some Bitcoin at $6,000? Well, maybe you should go over to Valora.tv and sign up. By the way, Wolf's Gone Camping. Have I got this for you, man? I think I got this for you. Give me a second here on Kick. Wolf's Gone Camping needs this. You need this, Wolf's Gone Camping. It's Ethereum. Ethereum. Yo, Wolf's Gone Camping. I'm going to put this in the Kick chat because I believe you like things early. Get over here, click that link in the Kick chat and get your sweet, sweet cans over to Valora.tv and sign up. At this stage, you can grab your handle. Wolf's Gone Camping will be available. No one else will have taken that. If you wait long enough and you don't get it, someone else might take it. Wolf's Gone Camping, grab your handle on Valora, and then maybe you, in a month time, 2 months, 4 months, 8 months, you might be like, I need that, and you'll go back and you'll be able to use your handle on the platform. That is a referral link. Don't think it does anything. It's just a little way that says, hey, I brought you over. Sign up, grab your handle, have a look around the site, and then go and buy Bitcoin at $6,000. Where's my mouse? There it goes.
Whether or not it meant anything, I don't know. I have a little Bitcoin Cash and I have a little Bitcoin. My take was always, why even bother? Why even bother when there's so many other good cryptos? But this is the reason that I was worried about where Bitcoin would end up. I don't know if Bitcoin, the core developers version of Bitcoin that is now down 6%, will continue to fall, or what the deal is, or Bitcoin Cash will continue to rise. I would assume Bitcoin Cash would continue to rise because it's cheaper to, the miners obviously make more money off Bitcoin Cash, and it's cheaper to do a daily transaction and faster. So, the cream rises to the top. But having said that, I'm not saying I knew everything. I just said
By the way,
everybody should stay away from both.
Road to Router is literally behind his head. I didn't see that. I didn't see it. I wasn't looking.
Because there are so many good things to invest in, like Litecoin and
Hex,
all the other crypto companies.
Hex.
But this is the drama of Bitcoin. Welcome. We had a day or two of no drama, and now there's drama's back on the table. So should you buy Bitcoin Cash? Should you buy Bitcoin? Should you buy, or just move away from them? Let the drama settle out wherever it does settle out. I don't know where it will settle out. If you have a pre-August 1st Bitcoin wallet in your own possession, absolutely write it out and don't spend that. Don't take it off the wallet. There are online wallets now that will break out your Bitcoin and your Bitcoin Cash. BitPay, I believe, does that. You check into it though, because it's still early, and there's no reason to cash in your wallet and pull out your Bitcoin Cash or pull out your Bitcoin.
This is just intriguing because of the historical data of it, but I don't know. Is he going to get to BitConnect? Does he have a timestamps? No timestamp. I guess we'll just have to listen.
Play those games right now. If you're looking to invest in something new, I would go with, Litecoin and the other alternate cryptocurrencies, but especially the companies that are building platforms.
Wait a second. Is this financial advice? You didn't tell us about your financial advising prowess.
Salt is doing very well these days. Nothing changed, remember. It's just, it's the flow of money running around and trying to find the right place. Salt is exciting because they're about to produce their first product.
Wait, BitConnect is still live right there. BCC lending, BCC staking, BitConnect. What's up?
BitConnect is a fraud.
I don't want to watch any more of this. I want to see the BitConnect. What's up? Remember, you guys remember this? BitConnect. What's up? Carlos Matos.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up? BitConnect. Hey, everybody. My name is Carlos Matos, and I am coming from New York City, New York. Let me tell you guys that I am so excited. I am so happy. I am really so thrilled to be right now sharing this amazing, glorious, super and exciting moment of my life with all of you guys. And let me tell you that we are really changing the world as we know it. The world is not anymore the way it used to be.
No.
Be connected. Wow! Be connected. We are coming, and we are coming in waves.
Speaking of coming in waves, Dougski, can we all take a moment here to say happy birthday to Dougski? He's in the chat there. It is his birthday. How you doing, Doug? Good to see you, man. What are you doing here in my chat on your freaking birthday, man? Get out there and celebrate good times. Good to see you, man. Down at the waves of Port Fairy. Nice. Well, we're just hanging out here, having a good old time on your birthday. Watching old memes, the BitConnect meme. BitConnect! How's his movement from left to right?
No. Be connected. Wow.
He was obviously trained or told you must move around the stage.
Be connected. We are coming, and we are coming in waves. We are starting, and we are going to actually go all over the world. We are belting the entire world. Let me tell you guys that I started 137 days ago with only $25,610, and right now I am reaching $140,000. Whoa, what's up?
Whoa.
Whoa, what's up?
Wow. Anyway, you could meme that to death, but everyone else has done it already. Let's move on. Oh, this is an interesting story. Sydney drone fail. These drones fell out of the sky into the harbour. Check this out.
Organisers of a drone show for Sydney's Vivid Festival insist spectators were not in danger despite dozens of drones crashing into Darling Harbour.
See the one that fell in front here? There's one right down by the logo, and you see the splash come up.
Spectators were not in danger despite dozens of drones crashing into Darling Harbour last night. The show has now been cancelled for the next 2 nights for safety checks.
They cancelled the whole thing. The whole Vivid Live got canned, I heard.
Reporter Julia Andre joins us now. Julia, can you take us through what happened?
Hi, Gemma. Well, it was in the 7:30 show last night when about 89 drones dropped out of the sky and into the waters of Darling Harbour on the southern side of Cockle Bay, and that was due to a radio frequency problem. Now, ABC Local...
So from everyone's knowledge of drones, what could have gone on here? Someone's hacked the mainframe, huh? There's got to be a hackage of the mainframe. And when I say that, I mean that someone blocked the frequencies. Melbourne had a drone fail like that about a year ago, did they, Hendrik?
local radio has actually heard from one Darling Harbour worker who only wants to be known as Robert. He said, he recounted what happened. He said they'd just begun crashing out of the sky, these drones, and they almost hit some workers that were there for Vivid. He said there was large splashes into the harbour and you could hear these drones smashing into the cement of the marina around Darling Harbour. He told ABC Radio Sydney that it was remarkable that no one was hurt in what happened. Now that second show that was due to go on last night at 9:30, that was cancelled. And operator Sky Magic has come out and said that this crash was due to an unforeseen change in radio frequency. They said that the drone operators enacted fail-safe landing procedures due to that compromised positional accuracy. So basically, because of the issues with radio frequency, it seems that operators weren't able to tell where these drones were in the sky, and then so the drones just enact this fail-safe landing procedure and just dropped straight into the water. But Sky Magic has said that none of those...
I kind of like how the lights are still on. Like, as they're plummeting into the harbour, they didn't... The fail-safe should have turned those lights off too, maybe.
Vehicles escaped the safety boundaries. And this morning we've heard from the head of Destination New South Wales that she said that there was no deliberate frequency interference and that no one was hurt and no one's safety was in jeopardy because of this. But it is something that is quite concerning. A lot of people come to Vivid with their kids, so you can understand why some people may have been worried by what happened last night.
And have organisers indicated whether the upcoming drone shows will continue?
They cancelled them. You know what would have been more funny, or not funny, sorry, that's the wrong word. What would have been more frightening is if instead of them falling out of the sky, they just went straight up. Imagine all, 400 of these drones just started going way up, like just straight up into the sky. You know why that's going to be freaky? Because eventually they're going to have to come down. So they're going to just go up until the battery depletes, and by then they'll be up in higher airspace with wind, and they'll get moved all around. Like as they're in this, like right now they're in this kind of confined space above the harbour, Darling Harbour, and so they're in a certain area, let's say, and they just drop out of the sky and land in the water. It's kind of the least of the concern. But imagine they just kept going up. Like they got a battery of around 20 minutes, you know. They keep going up. They just keep going. That'd be hectic, huh? Here we go. NASA's unveiling plans for a base on the moon? But I thought we were going to the moon first. Hex.
Take a look at NASA's vision of a future moon base. Massive. Potentially hundreds of square miles on the lunar surface, complete with astronaut living quarters, lunar rovers, and power stations, with the ultimate goal of heading to Mars.
And we want to be in an environment...
Whoa! Whoa. Am I going to say it? I shouldn't, right? I shouldn't say anything. I won't say anything. But whoa.
With the ultimate goal of heading to Mars.
And we want to be in an environment where we can learn the skills so that
Are they real? Are they real? It kind of looks fake. It looks fake. Richard Hart is building a data center for Hex on the moon.
Astronauts can go and plant the stars and stripes on Mars someday.
Splashdown confirmed. NASA's moon base plans come just 6 weeks after the Artemis II mission that sent astronauts around the moon for the first time in 50 years. NASA hopes to land Artemis 4 astronauts on the moon in 2028. Building a moon base will come in 3 phases starting this year, eventually using drones and rovers to scout the best landing sites near the South Pole. In 2029, they'll begin assembling the moon base, including solar and nuclear power systems. Then in 2032, the first astronauts will begin living and working on the moon.
Artemis astronauts will stay longer, explore farther, and conduct the kinds of science that advances exploration itself.
With China also aiming to build a lunar base, NASA plans to establish a perimeter around the American base. It's an ambitious time.
Is it possible to say that they're going where no man has gone before?
Line, and NASA will need to learn and react fast and mitigate the risks, including from long-term radiation exposure and micrometeorites that shower the moon. Tom?
We
thank you for watching.
Back to you, Tom. NASA planning to go to the moon. Johnny Ive shows me the most controversial Ferrari ever. Johnny Ive, okay.
You ready for this? This will be a controversial car.
This technology is so extraordinary.
Your question was very tricky.
We could create something completely new.
For me, there is
This guy is directly responsible for those dumb MacBook Pros that just got thinner and thinner and thinner and had that stupid touch bar at the top. This guy is directly responsible for that shit. Now he's gone from Apple and we get thick, powerful MacBooks like the M5s that I've got. So I'm glad this guy's out.
Design without innovation.
You're about to see the first ever all-electric Ferrari. A car Ferrari said they'd never make. That will probably be the most controversial car they've ever made. And will definitely be a massive risk. New tech and new design that will impact all of us, whether or not we ever
Why
drive.
does this woman look like that comedian that did the NFT thing? She kind of looks like that person.
A Ferrari. So I'm at a secret track in Italy to get a first look before it launches and talk to the two people most responsible for it. Apple legend Johnny Ive, who showed me the crazy details inside this car, and Ferrari chief designer Flavio Manzoni, who told me the real reason why they made it.
Good to hear from you.
and
I do
why
like the
it
design.
Matters for Ferrari,
Let's
for
see.
electric cars, and you and me. Welcome to Huge.
Don't you reckon she looks like, look, this girl, YouTube, what is an NFT? What was her name again? What is a NFT? Not her. What's it? What okay, comedy? Julie Nolke. This is the chick. Julie Nolke. This, don't you reckon, in this video, NFT. This video. This is a classic video too, by the way. Tell me that you don't think, if we can get to it, Command R, refresh your trousers. Firefox is kind of slow. Don't you reckon it looks like her? Bring it across. Kind of, huh?
Yo.
Same person.
Yeah? You ever heard of NFTs?
Same person, right? Don't you reckon she looks kind of similar? I mean, there's something on my mouse pad. There's definitely similarities there. Can we watch this again? I always got nailed for showing Julie Nolke. No, this is the only good thing she's done. It's worth watching. I love this. This is really funny. This is really well done. The rest of her shit's tedious.
Yo. Yeah? You ever heard of NFTs? I've heard of them. Guess who has 2 thumbs and just bought one? Oh, congratulations. Yeah, thanks. NFTs are literally so sick. So happy I finally got one. How would you explain Sorry? an NFT? Oh, are you asking what an NFT is? No, I know what it is. I just wondering how like to a layman. Why do you want me to explain it? If you already know what it is. Yeah, I just want to make sure we have the same definition. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Of course. Well, I mean, like, so first off, it's a non-fungible token.
Try to fund it. Can't fund it.
So the basics of it is that it's not fungible. You can't fund it.
Try to fund it.
And if you tried to fund it,
Couldn't.
you wouldn't be able to.
Can't.
And there's no point, right? Frankly, yeah.
No.
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking. And fungible. Can you just refresh me on that? Do you not know what funging is? The word no, I know the word fungible. I just want to I want to make sure we're on the same page with our definition. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. It's so funging. Well, it dates back So in the 15th century BC, it was it's an agricultural term.
That's right.
So it was when you were funging. When they were funging in the fields and whatnot, so like wheat, corn, rice, it's like comes to the there's a verb to funge.
Same page so far.
And then so non-fungible is the opposite of that. So take everything I just said and it's none of that.
Get rid of it completely.
Exactly.
Great. And so great. Do you have a visual example?
Oh yeah.
This is
sure.
awesome. This bit's awesome.
Okay, so there. So this one is fungible. Non-fungible.
Can you just show me that one more time?
Yeah, for sure. So, fungible.
Yeah.
Non-fungible.
Can't funge it.
Non-fungible.
It's interesting because I know that obviously one, but they how do you tell the difference?
Well, it's
you can't.
So you can't. There's no difference visually.
But I know.
To the eye, they are identical. That's just like part of it. That's like one of the things about it.
Ah, right. I remember reading something about. And how do you tell?
Well, because one. Right. Because you can funge one.
Yes. Of course. Right. And
yeah, it's like so. This. Where's this one? Well, my name is on a list.
The no funge list.
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, try to funge that right now. Try to funge it.
I can't.
It's non-fungible.
It's non-fungible.
Yeah, and it's all they do this because it's all
the blockchain.
It's part of the blockchain.
The blockchain.
That's right. I've always wondered about the blockchain because of course, and now that I'm trying to funge this, I'm going. It's so obvious.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead. Try and funge that right now. Try and funge it. Blockchain.
Oh.
Try again. Funge it. Blockchain.
That's a bit
Stop
dumb.
it. Okay, let me go one more time.
Go again. Blockchain.
Wow. And what do you do with it?
Well, I have it now.
Do you print it?
That statement there, what do you do with it? Well, I have it. That actually, as funny as that sounds in this skit, that is pretty much it though, with people that bought all this shit back in the day. What do you do with it? Well, I have it. So having it is the joy. There's nothing you can do with it but just having it, just owning it. You prove your ownership of a digital asset on a chain, and that gives you the joy. And therein lies the value as well.
And what do you do with it?
Well, I have it now.
Do you print it? And
I wish she had paused on that more and like hit that. Well, I have it. That would have been a salient point to like settle on for a bit.
And what do you do with it?
Well, I have it now.
Do you print it and put it up on your wall? Or?
No, because I have it. Like I said that my name is on the list. That's what I was saying before. Because and then they know that I have it.
Oh, right. Well, dummy, of course. Good for the environment though, because you're saving paper.
No, not at all. But this is the best 30 grand I've ever spent. So.
Oh.
Blockchain. Nice try, dummy.
Non-fungible.
Pretty funny. Like I said, the rest of her stuff I can't handle, but I really dig that video. And she reminds me of this person. That's the only reason we watch that.
Conversations. Iconic sports car Ferrari.
Ferrari is a legend. The most powerful brand in the world.
Ferrari is set to release its first ever EV.
Should people see the Ferrari Luce as the future of
Lucin.
Ferrari? The man who brought us touch screens wants us to touch fewer screens.
I mean, history will ultimately determine that.
You are fantastic. My God, right.
Huge
This conversation isn't for the 14,000 people that will buy Ferraris this year, although I hope that we're going to delight them with the details that we get into. This is a huge conversation, meaning that it's a conversation for the millions of people that are really excited about new technology, that want to see the future, they want to be part of it, and they want to understand how big bets from people like yourself affect their lives. The thing that is so interesting to me here, the reason that I am here, is that when I think about a Ferrari, I think about a really specific feeling of vibration.
Remember the $4 million NFT of the dolphin? My one? That was a whale. Is that what you're talking about? By the way, why is this so important that Ferrari are making an electric vehicle? Because like everyone's making electric vehicles. What's the crack? Like what? I guess we're going to learn. But why is Ferrari doing it so riveting? You know,
vibration from the engine. I think about a really.
And I can't handle all this overlay music and shit. Why did Ferrari say never?
Ferrari have been building the most advanced electric motors for decades. I think the context is one to be pushing, to explore, to be surprised. For the first time, I think, ever, you have this combination of the extraordinary sort of Ferrari driving dynamic, which is so joyful and fun.
Man, this guy, he is the epitome of wanky, just overly zealous fucking metaphors, and I can't handle this guy.
But instead of it being a very singular car, as in, you know, its purpose, it's a sports car for two people, it is being able to combine that with being much more approachable, more egalitarian.
Approachable? You're describing a motor vehicle as being approachable. What?
Which is an absurd thing to say.
Yeah, totally.
For a product that is so inherently exclusive. But to be able to combine space, and not just volume, but the airiness of the experience inside the cabin.
The airiness? Look, this stuff, it's just such a load of bollocks, eh? They just talk and say shit. They don't actually mean anything, though.
With this amazing driving experience, which could only be achieved by using this technology.
To start from a technological approach and then translate it into something which is which materializes.
The Ferrari may be a piece of shit, Hendrik. We won't know for a while. It's not okay. So I'm not poo-pooing the idea. I'm poo-pooing the wankiness of the presentation and the way that they build this up into like Johnny Ive and the design concept, and we're making this vehicle airy and approachable. You're talking about a motor vehicle. There's nothing approachable about a car. They're all cars. You just get in them and drive.
So in this case, it was necessarily a completely out-of-the-box approach.
Ferrari doesn't need to do this. This is a controversial and extremely risky because of the degree of innovation. There was not a sense of obligation. There was a sense of this sort of passionate drive, believing this technology is so extraordinary. We could create.
What technology? Electric vehicles. There's a lot of them around. It's not groundbreaking. An electric vehicle. That's done. They do that now. You're not breaking ground here, Johnny Ive.
Something completely new.
I think that the broader context is important here too. Flavio, you joined for
every building I ever designed was approachable, right on. Now, if you're talking about like a crosswalk, a street crossing or a pedestrian crossing, that needs to be approachable. But a motor vehicle?
Ferrari in 2010. In 2011, the CEO of Ferrari at the time said, quote, "You will never see an electric Ferrari." But the context of that quote is that at the time, the most popular electric car in the world was the Nissan Leaf. Tesla hadn't launched the Model S yet. Electric cars as a total share of cars in the world was a rounding error.
By the way, just a little dovetail here, speaking of electric vehicles, I had my first ever experience in an electric vehicle last week with Doug. I don't know if I talked about it on stream, but I've definitely got a video coming. We went out in Doug's Tesla. I don't know if Doug's still watching. He's celebrating his birthday, but yeah, we went out in his Tesla, and I got to tell you, man, it's very, very impressive what these things do. Very impressive. He showed me the FSD, which people often call full self-drive, but it's not actually, that's not what the acronym stands for. The acronym stands for fully supervised driving. And he turned it on, and we, on 80K zone or 100, turned from 80 to 100, 2 lanes going up the snowy mountains, up a hill, and a truck in the left lane. And Doug just said, look, this vehicle is probably going to overtake this truck. And the whole thing was done autonomously. Like Doug didn't have his foot on the gas, didn't have his hands on the wheel. He was just sitting in the driver's seat and the vehicle was behind a truck going up a hill. The truck was in the overtaking lane. Doug's vehicle indicated, not he didn't, the vehicle did, indicated, waited till it was safe, went into the other lane, went past the truck, top of the hill, the overtaking lane was coming to an end. The Tesla moved back into the lane in front of the truck. Then it merged back out of the overtaking lane and all of it was done without any input from Doug. That's great. And so like safety is paramount in these vehicles. And Doug and I had the conversation. We brought up like people often say, well, I'm not gonna rely on a computer to drive my car. What about if the computer gets a blue screen of death? What about if the computer crashes? It's like, well, hold on a second. So you'll go on a holiday, right? You'll go on a vacation from Australia to Bali and you'll jump in a tuk-tuk or a tuk-tuk. You'll jump in a cab with a foreign driver in a different country where you don't know the roads and you'll give the person money to drive you in their streets. You'll do that to a random stranger, but you won't let a computer. I would, if I was in a foreign country, I would rather a computer drive me than someone I don't know. That's just me.
And now today, 25% of new vehicles sold globally are electric cars. In the US, it's only 10% and has been flat since 2023. But in Europe, it's around 25%. And the EU banned new combustion.
Safety is paramount, but complacency will kill you and others. Man, look, if you're speaking from experience, I mean, I sat there now in that vehicle, and that doesn't surprise me that they're the safest vehicles on the road, the Teslas. They're literally winning safety awards everywhere. It's incredible what that thing does.
Combustion car sales after 2035, though now they've walked that back. And biggest of all, in China, more than half of new car sales are electric cars, and that's growing fast. How should I think about what's happening around the world as part of this conversation?
Okay, coming back to your comment regarding the CEO of the time, he also stated never an SUV. Ferrari will never make an SUV. Then after a while, he said, no, we will do a new Purusang, not a typical bulky SUV, but something really innovative and really embodying the spirit of Ferrari. What a challenge, incredible. Now, I mean, at the time it was so criticized. Now it's the bestseller.
What are you talking about, man? These guys just waffle on. Let's take a look at the inside.
100 kilometers per hour in 2.5 seconds, top speed of about 310 kilometers per hour or around 193 miles per hour, and an estimated top range of about 530 kilometers.
Why do they make these cars so powerful?
93 miles per hour, and an estimated top range of about 500.
So why do you need to go
100 kilometers per hour in 2.5 seconds, top speed of about 310 kilometers per hour or...
Why do you need to go, okay, more importantly, more accurately, where can you go 300 kilometers per hour in this vehicle? I don't know any, hey Woz, how you doing, man? I don't know any street or any highway anywhere in this country that you can go more than 110, 120 sometimes in the NT. What do you need? Why do you need a vehicle that can do 300 kilometers an hour if there's literally nowhere you can do that? Doesn't make any sense to me.
Around 193 miles per hour.
It's a strange one. 120 should be the top. Any car that comes to Australia as a domestic sale should be, the speedometer should cap out at 120. If that's as far as we can go, like I don't get that. You know, I mean, look, I'm not being dumb here, but they say how bad speeding is for the young kids getting their P's and their L's and learning to drive. Speed is the #1 killer. Then don't make cars that can speed. That's pretty simple, right? Like cap cap the speed on it. I got to sneeze here. Hold on 1 sec while I touch this guy. Thank you.
Range of about 530 kilometers. But they are trying to reach
Yeah,
a
right
new
on.
market.
Was. And if you were to take off at the lights and get to 100 speed in a few seconds, you'd be done for reckless driving.
For Ferrari. And most importantly, they're trying to set the bar for what an electric car can feel like. One of the biggest bets they're making here is in the interior. Its design goes against what many car companies are doing today. So, time to get inside with the man who designed it.
This thing cost about $1 million? Man.
Show me the magic that you created.
Let's go
get into
halves.
the car. I would love to see what it's like. All right, I'm going to get in on the other side. I'm sitting with you holding in my hand my iPhone. When this came out, it really meaningfully changed people's understanding of what a phone is.
John, you know what Johnny Ive's doing right now? Look at his face. He's like, you fucking put that thing in a case, you dumb fuckwit. That's what his face is saying right now. I spent so much of my time at Apple designing, refining, and perfecting this iPhone, and you put it in this fucking Temu case? He's almost going to vomit right there. Look at him. I can't believe you put that in a case, you idiot. You idiot. We spent hours, months crafting every single bevel and corner and nook, and we changed designs, and we reveled, we had concept confusion and design fights to get this to be perfect. And you put it in a fucking plastic case you bought for $13 on Temu. He should have gone, get out right now. Get out of my Ferrari. And take that god-awful case off that beautiful iPhone. Look at his face. He's like, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
I'm sitting with you holding in my hand my iPhone. When this came out, it really meaningfully changed people's understanding of what a phone.
You're holding it wrong, by the way. The antenna's not working. You're holding it wrong.
This came out, it really meaningfully changed people's
rubbing it in his
understanding
face.
of what a phone could be. It changed the way that we live our lives. And I'm sitting with you now in the electric Ferrari that you designed. Could you show me the experience that this
I thought she was going to say, and I'm sitting here in this electric Ferrari. Now let's put a case around it.
has, and tell me about how you hope that this changes what people think of in electric cars?
I would love to, Cleo. I mean, one point to make is that for some reason, just because the power source is electric, there is some assumption that the interface should be digital. And that's a huge leap.
Whoa.
And I think it's presumptuous. When you're used to...
What? Just because the power source is electric, there's an assumption that the interface should be digital. Okay, so they're going to have manual levers and clickers and okay, interesting.
Getting into a Ferrari and you turn the key, you know
What?
that it's the
You need a key?
beginning of something significant. And you know that by what you hear and what you feel, and it's very clear. And that was one of the things as somebody who loves the sound of a V12 combustion engine, trying to really be very clear and honest about that as a challenge was significant. So we tried to have,
So what he's saying is that they put artificial noise in it to make it sound like an ice engine?
Our goal was to try and figure out
A speaker,
ways
right on
of
was, yeah.
viscerally and physically connecting us to the car. Yeah. And so this is just a new way.
By the way, she's got lovely cheekbones, hasn't she, this girl? I mean, I don't know if it's just the makeup, but that cheekbone is just going, I've got a bone. It's right here. It's on my cheek.
This is, there was one way with the phone. This is I mean, that's my fascination, is how do us as, how does humanity connect to technology? So the key, which is very simple, it's leather on the back, it's stainless steel on the sides, and then has a glass front. Now watch the yellow disappear and transfer to the drive select.
One of the things that I'm noticing here...
She just palmed over that. He's like, now watch this. When you push this key in and you press it, the yellow transfers to the drivetrain, so it tells you that you're in drive. And she's just like, one of the things I've noticed about my iPhone is that.
And transfer to the drive select.
One of the things that I'm noticing here.
She literally just went, not impressed. Yeah, Johnny. By the way, you got to carry that thing around with you? That's dumb.
On the sides.
Okay, Johnny, why do you need another physical hardware device when everyone's got a phone in their pocket? You shouldn't need a physical device to put it into a little hole. We've all got phones on our property, on ourselves. Hendrik, I hired Johnny Ive to make a Henny case so you can be clear to make the noise I make when I fall. Okay. A few brands have them now. There's a Hyundai which has pretend gear changes and sounds. That's crazy.
And then has a glass front. Now watch the yellow disappear and transfer to the drive select.
One of the things that I'm noticing here is
she wasn't having a bar of that.
You're not mimicking my experience of a combustion car, meaning your option when you put in the key was, of course, to add fake sound, add fake roar. Other cars do it. Other cars do add that. You could have recreated the experience and mimicked the experience of being in a combustion engine Ferrari.
Yes. So the obvious
Didn't he just say that they did that though? Didn't he literally just say that's what they did? Unless I heard that wrong, he actually said that's what we do. This is weird. I think, is it worth going back to hear him his spiel? I'm pretty certain he said that. That's what we do.
And that's my fascination, is how do us as, how does humanity connect to technology? So the key, which is...
No, back further. When he's talking about...
and I think it's presumptuous.
That bit, because the interface is because the power source is electric, the interface is assumed to be digital.
To make is that for some reason, just because the power source is electric, there is some assumption that the interface should be digital, and that's a huge leap. And I think it's presumptuous.
It's not a huge leap, really, though. It's the natural conclusion.
Used to getting into a Ferrari and you turn the key, you know that it's the beginning of something significant. And you know that by what you hear and what you feel.
Yeah.
And it's very clear. And that was one of the things, as somebody who loves the sound of a V12 combustion engine, trying to really be very clear and honest about that as a challenge was significant. So we tried to have, our goal was to try and figure out ways of viscerally and physically connecting us to the car. Yeah. And so this is just a new way. Just as there was one way with the phone, this is a I mean, that's my fascination, is how do us as how does humanity connect to technology?
Okay, so he didn't actually say that they used phony fake sounds, but he kind of alluded to some kind of haptic feedback, and I guess the yellow light transferring is what he was kind of saying was the connecting point. I love a visceral connection, yeah. But again, the point of it's missed on her because she just goes, and moves on immediately when he shows it to her.
The key,
not
which
very
is
connected.
Very simple. It's leather on the back, it's stainless steel on the sides, and then has a glass front. Now watch the yellow disappear and transfer to the drive select.
One of the things that I'm noticing here is that you are not mimicking my experience of a combustion car, meaning your option when you put in the key was, of course, to add fake sound, add fake roar. Other cars do it. Other cars do add that. You could have recreated the experience and mimicked the experience of being in a combustion engine Ferrari.
Yes. So the obvious thing, or certainly the easy, lazy thing to do, would be to mimic what people are familiar with.
See, isn't that weird for him to say that? The lazy thing to do would be to do what people are familiar with. But hold on a second. Haptic feedback, such as when you touch your phone and you create a process on your phone and the phone slightly shudders in your hand, that's haptic feedback, right? That works. Why is it lazy to use something that works? Hendrik, this takes me back to my architecture days. Talking fluff was huge. Just fluff. Yeah. It's absolutely fluff.
I think consumers and users are really smart. I think they're really discerning, and I think that they value authenticity. They know when it's fake. This collection of instruments and the steering wheel, that's all you actually need to drive. We were very clear that's all about output. The steering wheel obviously is all about input. Now the steering wheel, you can see, has these modules that have a whole range of different tactile switches. You don't just see with your eyes, you sense, of course, with your fingers. So this is called a manettino. This is a dial that Ferrari invented and really determines the driving dynamics. So you can see that, so this is set to dry. Now, if I set it to sport, you'll watch the color here is orange, and the dial, everything changes to orange.
But then it goes back.
And then it gently recedes to being closer to white, so you get the maximum contrast for function.
I feel so connected to that. That's an incredible connecting point. Thank you, Johnny, for that.
That's the other thing. There's nothing here that isn't about utility and function. One of the things we were excited about with this was because this wasn't all about driving, it could be just for your passenger or your co-pilot. So the idea that you can adjust, the position of the control panel, but the nice thing, I think, is that the handle, you think it's a handle, but I think more importantly than it being a handle, it's exactly in the way you're using it.
I did that naturally. I did that without thinking about it.
You didn't read any instructions.
I mean, even when I...
Wait, what did she do? She tapped it? Hey, sounds like a transition car, the type people get into and not feel too foreign, like gear selectors. Our car had one, but cars seem to be slowly moving away, and now it's stalk rather than a gear shifter. Right. Hang on, I missed this point here. What did she do? Something so natural.
This thing, I think, is that the handle, you think it's a handle, but I think more importantly than it being a handle, it's exactly in the way you're using it.
I did that naturally. I did that without thinking about it.
You didn't read any instructions.
I mean, even when I'm using...
What does she do? She tapped it? So there's it's not just a handle, there's a flat trackpad on top of it? Okay. We already have trackpads though.
My Apple Watch, I put this here and then I move it. You said in an interview that people are dying because of dumb design. Can you tell me what you meant by that?
That's heavy.
So, for example, multi-touch is wonderful for a phone because when you're using the phone, you're looking at the phone. Multi-touch shouldn't be in a car, I believe, because if you're having to do basic things, it requires, of course, by definition, that you're not looking where you're going and you're looking at a display. So I think, while, I was lucky enough to be involved in the development of multi-touch, it's a fabulous technology that enables some very new user interfaces, but that need to be appropriate and thoughtfully and carefully used.
The headlines will say, the man who brought us touch screens wants us to touch fewer screens. But what I'm seeing here is actually something pretty different. There is a screen sitting in front of me.
We're not treating things in this sort of very binary way. We're not saying, here's a digital output and a digital input, and that's it. What we're doing is we're combining handles and palm rests and physical toggle switches and rotary dials. That's been my focus over the last 40 years is how does humanity connect to the tools?
The menu looks kind of ugly. The whole thing to me looks kind of ugly. Yo, Dammy, how you doing, Dammy? The whole thing looks kind of ugly in the sense that, I don't know, like the thing that I noticed when I first got in Doug's Tesla is that the lack of all this stuff, like it's just clean, flush, svelte. Like this is like cluttered to me, very cluttered.
That we make, and it can be one that is joyful and enabling and elevating, or it can be one that is frustrating and irritating and disconnecting and isolating. And to me, that point of interaction, that point of connection is by definition, it's a mixture of what is physical, what is digital, what is about, the temperature and weight of materials. There are so many things, so many elements that define that point of connection.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Wait, I brought something for you. So,
turn it on, man. Have we heard the engine? Have we heard it start up yet? We haven't, have we?
And you mentioned earlier
Yes.
that when you were starting this design, you created 4 books. These books, as far as I know, have been secret up until now. I could not find on my way here any of the inside of these books, but I have one with me right now. This is one of the secret books that you made for Ferrari, and I want to show you something.
That was a weird statement. I could not find any of these books, but I have one here. What?
4 books. These books, as far as I know, have been secret up until now. I could not find on my way here any of the inside of these books, but I have one with me right now.
Isn't that a contradiction? I could not find any of these anywhere, but I have one here with me now. So where did you get it? You found it on the way. Before you got there, you found it. What the? Is it just me that hears that like that? She's saying one thing, but actually saying the other thing?
These books, as far as I know, have been secret up until now. I could not find on my way here any of the inside of these books, but I have one with me right now. This is one of the secret books that you made for Ferrari, and I want to show you something. You said, we often think of the Swiss watch industry during the electric quartz revolution. It's hard not to see parallels between valuable historic brands like Patek Philippe, who survived and grew into the transition, primarily because it retained its traditional mechanical movements. If it had been legislated that Patek Philippe had to transition its entire product line to quartz, the resulting challenge would appear similar to the transition Ferrari is facing. While we're mindful of the enormity of this transition, we know that pursuing well-founded, big...
She's just reading his book to him. He's like, I wrote that shit. You don't have to read it back to me. It's funny that cars are starting to look more premium and premium cars don't look that much better. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, right? All the BYD stuff, it all does look pretty slick and pretty like upper level. And yeah, the gap is closing is what you're saying.
Ambitious ideas will enable the most powerful, compelling, and profoundly successful outcome. Do you feel like you accomplished what you set out to do?
Well, history will, I think, ultimately determine that. I think what I think we do feel confident in is that this collaboration has been so invigorating and has
She's known to contradict herself for sure,
and reminded us all of what it takes to try to push forward, not to be different, not to be new, but to try to solve problems in new ways, to try to connect us to technology in new ways.
Sitting in the car, I found myself just playing like a kid with all of the buttons and the switches. And I just kept thinking about how different it was than what I expected, especially from Johnny Ive. You've designed things already that at least...
Let's not forget, this is the guy who gave us the touchpad, the touch bar on a MacBook Pro. Just saying, right? We have EVs that look like Range Rovers, Porsche for a fraction of the cost, yeah.
2.5 billion people use. People spend hours a day staring at the screens that you designed. What do you think of the way that we've used them? And what have you learned from the experience of watching people iterate on and use the things that you built?
What the hell happened to the audio there? Sorry, I'm just nitpicking, but what happened to her audio?
Of the way that we've used them. And what have you learned from the experience of watching people iterate on and use the things that you built?
There are very clear lessons to be learned. Any powerful tool has potential for unpredictable and unexpected good and bad. And that's always been the case.
This thing is about a million?
I feel,
about a mil.
Candidly, I do feel, even though there are unpredicted consequences of some of the work that we've done, some good, some bad, even though they were not intended, I still think you need to be responsible. And I do feel that responsibility, and that drives the decisions that I have made and I'm making for how I can try and contribute in the future. But that's not a new phenomena. Any powerful technology or tool...
All right, Johnny, you're boring me. Can we start the freaking car? Are they not going to start it? They don't even start it? Are they not going to start this thing? Are you kidding me?
In history.
They're just going to sit in it and waffle and then get out?
Those were wonderful questions.
Thank you for saying that.
Really.
Those were wonderful questions.
For him. Those were wonderful questions.
Thank you for saying that.
I think I want to grab that too.
If it wasn't for him. Those were wonderful questions.
I'm going to grab that. Those were wonderful questions. Johnny Ive. Let's grab a new audio recording here. Those were wonderful questions from Johnny Ive. Just go back a bit.
I owe so much of what I've learned to him, and I know I wouldn't be sat here if it wasn't for him. Those were wonderful questions.
Thank you for saying that.
Really provocative and...
It was a lot of wank, wasn't it? Those were wonderful questions. Save this. Those were wonderful questions. I'll fix that up later. Screenshot. Johnny Ive, legend.
And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. I feel like I'm stepping away from this car with a new perspective.
Yeah. This perspective is you didn't turn it on. They seriously sat in that thing for that long and talked all that shit and didn't turn the engine on? What on earth is going on here? Is there anything in the comments? They didn't turn it on, man. Can someone help me? What the hell? Scroll down. I'm going to search for turn, the word turn. They didn't turn the thing on. After she talked all about the haptic feedback and like fake noises and sounds for the engine, they didn't even turn it on? Let's search the word turn. The yellow on the key turns off when you push it in. All that yak, whack, and wank, and no, they didn't even turn the engine on. What is going on here? That's like someone reviewing a drink and not tasting it, you know? Like, I've got this exclusive bottle of Jack Daniels here, but I'm not going to taste it. They didn't turn it on. What the fuck, man? Oh, that's so bad. So bad. And then they waffle on again and again and again. They didn't turn it on. Unless I missed something, I'll search the word on. Tradition, buttons. Turn it on, man. Oh, maybe the word start. Start. They didn't turn it on, dude. They literally did not turn the engine on. That's crazy. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say, but I mean, I wanted to hear the thing that Johnny Ive was waxing poetical about, that we've got this concept here and we need to specify that we're not, just because it's an electric engine doesn't mean it's got a digital interface. We saw all these dials and buttons and sliders, but they never turned the thing on. Like, what? Folks, I'm going to get out of here. Yeah, because the rest of the stuff we've got here is kind of lengthy. We got other. Although there is one thing I wanted to do. There's two more things we can do quickly. There's an alternative to Starlink, and then there's a really funny Australian clip from the news The alternative to Starlink.
Are you thinking of canceling your Starlink
Check this.
internet? If so, I'm going to show you in this video the only real alternative. You've probably seen a lot of other options out there, like hotspots and all of that stuff. The only real alternative is long-distance cellular. Now, before you close this,
long-distance cellular? I'm already closing this, man.
I'm going to give you an example that may be able to match or possibly even exceed what you can get and protect yourself at the same.
Not doing it. Not doing it. Long distance cellular, no. Check out the Top Gun clip from Sleep With Me. You put it in my Discord. I've got these tabs out here. Double your Starlink speed with one setting. We'll check that another time. There's this. No, I don't have that, dude. But I want to watch this and then get out of here. This interview, this came across my feed just the other day, and it's 6 years old. Has anybody? I'm looking at Woz and Hendrik here. It's an Australian thing. I'd never seen this before. This is pretty interesting.
When Nick Ziglinas went into his local 7-Eleven store for his daily coffee, he walked straight into an unfolding armed robbery.
Now they're standing here with a gun. Down, everybody down, you're down.
A woman in a motorbike helmet was allegedly waving a gun and demanding money. Nick says he made a split-second decision.
Land! Aha! Go for glory, you know, like a try.
With the accused pressed against the counter, 7-Eleven franchisee Ricky Yan called police.
When I saw the gun, I was just being scared, very scared.
He'd been about to hand over hundreds of dollars before Nick's unexpected tackle.
Now I'm trying to get him over there because I'm wondering that they might shoot.
Nick says he grabbed the gun, which turned out to be a fake, and threw it to the floor before a second manoeuvre.
Such good acting.
MMA around the head. Tackle. And that's it, hang on.
His iron-tight grip only interrupted by police 5 minutes later.
What the fuck, man? He's reenacting it, and he's doing such a good job of like the reenacting.
Tackle.
Now I'm trying to get him over there because I'm wondering that they might shoot.
Nick says he grabbed the gun, which turned out to be a fake, and threw it to the floor before a second manoeuvre.
And I did my MMA around the head. Tackle. And that's it, hang on.
His iron-tight grip.
Imagine you're the producers and the cameraman. You'd be like, I'm sorry, I can't not laugh. Crazy junkies when you need him. I mean, this guy's a legend, but yeah, he's fallen on hard times. But I wonder what's in his bag that he could just like literally just leap onto it to reenact. I love it when he throws the gun down too. Like watch the forcefulness of the gun throw.
That they might shoot.
Nick says he grabbed the gun, which turned out to be a fake, and threw it to the floor before a second manoeuvre.
And I did my MMA around the head. Tackle. And that's it, hang on.
His iron-tight grip only interrupted by police 5 minutes later, who arrested the woman. Store owners Ricky and Audrey thankful for their loyal customer.
He is very, very brave. I'm very appreciated. Thank you, Nick.
Ricky and Nick have been friends for 6 years, and Ricky says he's grateful for Nick's dramatic intervention after a spate of armed robberies and thefts from the store. This afternoon, Emily Beck faced court on 8 charges, while Nick Ziglinas returned to get his coffee. Curry-Ann Greenbank, 9 News.
That 7-Eleven's been demolished. You know the one, as your regular. I'll grab that link out, but I won't take it now, but I grabbed that out and I've got it there for another time.
What's the film about?
Hang on, it's only 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes. Let's grab it. Let's do it. I thought it was something longer. Tarantino. Let's grab it here and take a look, skins.
What's the film about? What's it really about? What genre does it take?
What like the spine?
The spine.
Like one sentence. Like
Oh, this is how Top Gun's gay. Yeah. Top Gun's a gay film. Dale's gone, but I know what you're saying.
Boy meets girl, I don't give a shit about that. Fuck boy meets girl, fuck motorcycle movie. No, what is really being said? What's really being seen? That's what you're talking about. Because the whole idea, man, is subversion. You want subversion on a massive level.
By the way, hang on a second. I can't play all this, dude. We're gonna get stinged. We're gonna get stung from fucking. I can't play that, dude. We're gonna get stung for sure on that, dude. It's a Hollywood film, right? Tarantino, nonetheless. Is there a? I mean. I get it. I can't play it though, because that's going to get me stung badly. And I've managed to escape so far without getting stung on this stream. But yeah, look, I just want to wrap it up here and say thanks everyone for hanging out with me for a little while here. What did we do? We did 2 hours, up and down a little on Valora, but we're back. Oh, should we host someone? Should we give a raid to someone on Valora? Let's do that. Let's give a raid to someone on Valora. I'll just bring this up and see if we can't Valora raid someone. Who are we going to raid? Crown Joe is live. Let's find someone new to the platform. Browse. Most viewers, recently newest streamers. Add Sky King to your doco list. Worth a watch. Sky King. Oh wow. Okay, gotcha. I'm busy watching Bricks and Minifigs right now. That's by the way, if you guys haven't tapped into the Bricks and Minifigs saga going on for the last couple of weeks, you have to watch that shit. I'm sure you've seen it, but I've watched the first and a couple of extras last night, and man, that is it has like, I'm just gonna say it. That video from Reckless Ben, I think that might be the best video I've seen on YouTube ever. The first saga of the way this story rolls out, holy crap, man. If you've never seen it, if you don't know what we're talking about, just go to YouTube and search up the channel Reckless Ben and watch the first instance of where he talks about Lego. Fucking hell, man. It's getting juicy. I gotta watch more of it tonight. I'm so invested. I gotta keep the saga up. I know stuff has gone on. His previous stuff is good. I'd never heard of him before this, but I caught onto it and I was like, it's hard not to. It's all over the feed, right? But let's give someone a host here, someone new. And I got the screenshot of the Sky King. Yep, cool. So these streamers are the newest streamers, all categories. Euphoria Media. What's this? Euphoria Media. Been live for 9 minutes, 2 viewers. What are they doing on stream though? We got a volume bar here, or is that muted? No, it's not muted. It's not playing though. What about the T-bone slice? Let's see the T-bone slice.
And you, miss, can go to checkout. We got Luis Hernandez. What's wrong with you? I don't know. Let's go to bed.
Claim.
Oh, damn. 3 and 4 is mixed up.
Claim first.
3. Where's bed 3?
He's been live for 1 hour and no one's claimed first to the stream. He hasn't got alerts on. He hasn't got alerts on, man.
Well, toothache.
Ah, you lost me.
Bed 5, because we're going to change bed 4 to 3.
You lost me. I was going to host you, T-Bone Slice. Not this time. Let's get out of here, folks. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, Skins. Public holiday here in Australia tomorrow. I'll see you then. We'll hang out, have a good time, rock the shit, and talk the shit. Thanks for hanging out with me, and take care. Do whatever you do, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for being here live with me. I'm going to kick back and learn some more on the Reckless Ben Bricks and Minifigs saga. Yeah. Interesting stuff. Get him out of here. Get him out of there. I might have lost my surfboard soon.
New Zealand's vibe, surfing waves day to night.